Alright guys, what's going on? Station here, back with another breakdown match analysis of South by Southwest. This time we got the other side of losers round 1. Deoxys going up against Honeybee. Honeybee, quote unquote Flash God Lord. Deoxys, really good blue Beetle. I haven't seen much of him, but very good at online player. Not sure how much he travels or anything, but really good showing here. Making top 8, and yeah, we'll see what he does. So I do like blue Beetle in this pick, and I like that setup too. I like how he goes with the cheap stuff early. It really sets up like a mix-up game for blue Beetle, because blue Beetle along with Flash, both characters have so many setups, so it really keeps both characters on edge. And look at this, recognizes the dash up, stops shooting projectiles, and just I think that's back 2 or stand 2 or something. Anyway, button, cancel into the interact, and we'll get the full combo. That was so good by Deoxys. Yeah, I like I think blue Beetle does very well versus Flash, right? Those projectiles right there, very hard to deal with from Flash. As you can see, when Flash is full screen and he's in that running man stance, he'll duck it then, but as soon as he starts running, he lifts his hurt box up a little bit and gets clipped. And the meter burn projectile from blue Beetle does hit mid, so that'll knock him out of the running man stance. Twice now you've seen, wow, that was insane whiff punish, just right into the lift. But twice now you've seen Honeybee to the right there. You've seen him do the ground pound, meter burn into trade activation, and then jump in. So the ground pound meter burn is plus, and then the trade activation, very hard to deal with a lot of characters. If you whiff a button, it's very easy for Flash to whiff punish it. You can do jump ins to like get pressure, but if the opponent's ready for it, you will get punished. And then right there we see a trip guard there, and earlier we saw him down to it, so Honeybee needs to watch out for that. Nice, an instant jump 1 from Deoxys, very good. Alright, so game 2, Honeybee sticking his Flash. I'm actually surprised he didn't, right there, that's exactly what I was talking about. You can bait it out if they press the normal. Goes for a restand pressure there. Yeah, I don't agree with that. I think a full combo is probably a better option. Right there, very good matchup knowledge. Anything canceled into the ground pound from Flash, you can down 2 it. Some characters can even down 1 or stand 1 through it, but down 2 is like the clean option. So good recognition and matchup knowledge there. Wake up down 1. Goes for a restand. Nice block. You can see Honeybee just sort of mashed down 2 out of it, and it worked out because of the low profile properties. Deoxys there wakes up with that low scoop, low special move. That's probably to catch Honeybee walking back to bait the real wake up. That move is not a real wake up. If Honeybee would have done a meaty there, he would have beat Deoxys out clean, but either way, takes the first life bar. Nice. And blue Beetle is very good at like extending combos. His special moves allow for a lot of extension. Nice. And this is exactly where blue Beetle wants to be. It's so hard for Flash to deal with it. Trade in neutral, good option. Again, we see go for a restand. Yeah, Honeybee just bets it all, doesn't confirm, but I respect it. That string is the unblockable string. Hits overhead and then cross up overhead. So yeah, you can see right here. It really looks like Honeybee doesn't know how to deal with it. you can see him just holding all this, blocking, just waiting. He's like thinking as he's in that running man stance, how am I going to deal with this? Nice, and I like that option. So the shield here from Deoxys, that shield, you can't really do anything about it if you're Flash. If you go for a jump in, he'll be ready to anti-air. If you go for a button, there's a good chance he'll just get down one into full combo. It's so hard to deal with from as Flash. Honeybee goes for a jump in, and Deoxys was so ready, instant jump one to beat it out. Sorry if I sound a little weird. I'm feeling a bit under the weather lately, but you know, gotta get these videos out there. Yeah, and at this point, again, it's gonna be very hard unless Flash can get a hit after the clash. And you can see Honeybee looking a little nervous, dropping a lot of stuff here. Even right there, could have got a pick up there, but doesn't. Yep. Good matchup. Awareness again. After the overhead, if you block low, those second hits do hit high, so you can get a full punish. Right into it, no questions asked. Little late on the transition once again. Shout out to South by Southwest. But this time, Honeybee getting the hits early, and that setup is an OTG, which means even though he's going to be on the ground, you can pick him back up essentially. So you can see here the 10-hit combo, and then he picks him back up off the ground, and it restarts a new combo. So if he had meter, he would have been able to get a full another combo. Those were a lot more prevalent with Injustice 1 Flash, but he's got a couple of them. Nice, and Honeybee getting clipped by that interactable once again. Nice, that whiff cancel from Blue Beetle is very hard, or very good. Right there, you can bait out a ton of stuff from characters. Flash has that low profiling down 2, everybody knows. But you can bait out a lot of characters down 2 that have much bigger recovery and get a full punish after, actually. And now Honeybee recognizes how Deoxys has been blocking all overhead, really, just been walking back. And now he's going for lows and staggered lows, so that's a good adaptation. Right there, that whiff cancel, so hard to deal with. So Deoxys evens it up, and I think when he's at this full screen range, he should really just start shooting more projectiles. Yep. This is fine for him. He's building meter, Flash is building meter, but it's much better for Deoxys, I think, to be full screen. You saw him go for that down 2, but it didn't work out there, and then he got clipped by the second down 2, it looked like, right here. After that down 1-2, Deoxys goes for down 2 to, he thought that Honeybee was going to go for the ground pound, but instead he dashed up and got caught. Misses the restand there. Wow, and Deoxys goes for a crazy, risky play there. Blue Beetle doesn't have any lows except for sweep and that special move that we just saw. And the special move is very punishable, so... Oh, he does it again, wow. So, what he's doing there is, he's landing a jump in and then going right into that special move, thinking that Honeybee knows Blue Beetle doesn't have any lows, and then will block high because of it, but doesn't. I just want to point this out too. Honeybee baits the wake up here by, he does a meter burn forward 3, and then instead of letting it rock because of how far the pushback is on Blue Beetle's, like when you block it, he does a dash up and gets a full combo punish that way. That's good stuff. Alright, game 3 here. Or game 4. Nice, and that jump 3 from Blue Beetle is very good. You see it trade with flashes down 2, and if anything's trading with flashes down 2, you get yourself a good jump in there. Nice, and now you see Honeybee goes to do, he just goes forward 2, the overhead, right into the kick. Wow, look at the hitbox on that jump 2. Or that down 2. But Honeybee goes, look at that, that's crazy. Honeybee goes forward 2 right into the kick. That's to bait out the duck into the punish, but he let go of it a little too early. And there you can see again, he tries to bait that wake up, but Deoxys doesn't bite that time. Deoxys has the claws out that time, and he does not want the claws out. Not in this matchup. Having the projectiles is much better in this matchup.
Wow, he called him out on that. He said, "You're not gonna." Oh no, never mind. I'm sorry. He doesn't have to be here. I was looking at the wrong side.
So now, with this life lead that Honeybee's got, this full screen is fine. Building that meter is so important now, especially because Blue Beetle's trait is gone, or Clash is gone. So any hit really is just gonna explode damage that Deoxys can't clash. So now being full screen is fine. Wow, just goes for that reversal low. Yeah, and you can see Deoxys is like a little nervous here. He's just like walking back and blocking, and whereas earlier he was challenging a lot of stuff that isn't real from Flash. So nice, and that float just goes right over the down 2. Very good positioning. That's not gonna hit. I think that was a sign of impatience from Honeybee. He could have waited for a better opportunity, but he's really trying to close this last game out.
Last chance of this game. Oh boy. I can't believe he didn't clash earlier. Why didn't he? Oh, the down 2's all he needed.
Nice, and that was the first misspaced jump 3 from Deoxys we've seen. So a little bit of nervousness. It's natural when you're up 2-0 or 2-1 against the guy who got second at Evo. That's a lot of pressure to take. But moving on to game 5. All right, so everybody's sticking it out. Flash versus Blue Beetle. Yep, that is real. I can see Honeybee does a weird makeshift combo after he had a miss input. Blue Beetle's down 2 in this matchup is very good as well. I didn't realize he had such a good down 2 until watching this. Then I checked it. It is 6 frames, so it is very fast down 2. Nice, and that wake up is not real from Flash at all, but it's very fast, so it can catch a decent amount. Nice, and Honeybee, the reason this down 1-2 works, after this jump in, he goes for a high. Deoxys goes for a high string, and Honeybee just down 1-2s right under it. It's going to be a lot of damage. Chooses to spend the extra bar to close it out. I definitely agree with that. Smart for Deoxys to send it back in the corner too. And that Honeybee meter rolls Deoxys back in the corner. So you can see how important the corner position is to these guys. I definitely think it's very important for both these characters. Flash and Blue Beetle both get ridiculous setups, beat wake ups when in the corner. I think the corner position, at least in this matchup, much more important for Flash because Deoxys or Blue Beetle has the projectiles, right? So when he's full screen, he can at least have some sort of offense going on where the Flash really has nothing. Yeah, right here. So it's really, Flash really can't do anything. all he can do is phase and then hope he can find a spot to meter burn roll in or running man stands run in.
Almost never is a factor. Hold the stare down.
Nice whiff punish or trip guard there. And now Deoxys has the meter lead. If I'm Deoxys, I would choose. I agree with the third bar spent because you're so close to building that first bar, and then any hit's gonna kill now.
Honeybee needs to make something happen here, but Speed Force running out.
Yeah, and then you can see Honeybee just getting impatient. A little desperation jump in there, and Deoxys takes it. Very good showing there by Deoxys. He definitely knew his matchup and did his homework a lot, so good stuff there. Moves on to second round of losers. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully my sickness goes away and I sound a little bit better next time, but yeah, this has been a breakdown match analysis of South by Southwest. Peace.
There goes a sight from my soul.